Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Almighty Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace and blessings, salutations to the hopefully elect tabernacle of David, Akim, and Akwath, out there keeping the diligence in his truth, in the faith of our Lord Yahweh Shai. So here we go. You rough and tough, I don't need no man, I'm strong, independent woman, boss chicks, bad bitches out there, your ass about to be on the front lines, okay? And this is biblical prophecy that's getting ready to happen, all right? Because you women, I'm not speaking about sisters that's in the truth that have, that are trying to the best of their ability, striving in this thing. I'm talking about the women of this world that have this strong delusion upon them that they believe they can do what a man can do. Whatever a man can do, I can do it better. I'm strong, I'm independent. I don't need a man for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Those women, those are the women that these things are being prepared for. So now, women, they just passed it like 2 days ago. But along with 18 to 26-year-old men, now women also are going to be automatically signed up for the selective service. Basically, it's a military draft because America about to go to war. And America, if you don't know, is completely through. All right? There's really no mighty men here. All the nations, especially the enemies of America, look at this place like a joke. I mean, the American military really is a joke. I mean, you got homos, that's up in the military, moles, transformers, what I'm saying, just fairy boys, what I mean? You got all kind of madness that's going on within the ranks of the U.S. military. They're out of order. They can't agree on anything. People don't want to fight for America. So everywhere you look, this place Babylon the Great, man, the Lord has truly made this place weak. The strength, see, in former times, America was feared by the other nations. Now it's the opposite. Now they laughing at America. All right, you think Putin and Kim Jong-un, you think they scared of America, man? Nah, they ready to go to war. They ready to put in work on America. That's what's about to happen. So this World War III about to go down. And guess what? You women, you ain't exempt from this neither. All right, you gonna be out there. Since you say that you oh so tough and you can do what a man can do. Hey, well, now's the time to show and prove that. You know what I'm saying? Now's the time to really show how tough you are. All right. You want to be a man so bad? Go out there on the front lines and fight in the war, and let's see how you do. You know what I'm saying? Because apparently, being a woman, being a wife, being obedient and submissive to a man, that was too hard for you to do. You know what I'm saying? That was too hard. That wasn't good enough. See what I'm saying? You wanted to have a career, right? You wanted to have a job. You know what I'm saying? You want to have your own money. You don't want to listen to a man. You know what I'm saying? Which that's your design purpose, but hey, what do we know? You know what I'm saying? But that's what the scriptures say, man. But really, and really, you women that have that mentality, you're really foolish because you had it so easy. You had it so easy. All you had to do was stay in the house, have a meal ready for your husband when he came home, keep the house clean, watch over the children. And that's all you had to do. But see, you let Esau trick you out of your position, man. And I don't want to get ahead of myself. I don't want to ramble on. But, it's really the spirit. But, yeah, we're going to go ahead. Oh, Salaki, let me bring this out. Let me bring this out. Classic scripture, right? Isaiah 32:9. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. So yeah, man, the vintage is gonna fail for these women. All right, all the things that they were able to enjoy in this society, all the freedoms, which this is what they wanted. This is what they fought so hard to have equal rights. You see, which these women don't even know what equality is, man. All right, really, you're asking to be on the same level as a man, but really you don't want to be. These women, they want to enjoy the spoils that men are able to enjoy, but they don't want to really be a man, though. You see, they want to be a man when it's convenient. They want to be equal when it's convenient. See, but the vintage is failing. See, jobs are being lost at a rapid rate. America is falling. All right, this place is finished. This place is done. There's nothing left here. You see, this is why you women are going to war, man, because the elites, they're pretty much done with America. Like, America is a lost cause. All these migrants that they've let over the border, all this overspending, just printing dollars out of control. You know what I'm saying? Now you got women out here struggling, talking about, oh, well, I'm getting less for my SNAP. Section 8 didn't approve me and all the, you know what I'm saying? This is what you have now. The vintage is failing, man. All the dainties that these women were able to enjoy in this society, it's all being taken away from them. All right, which once again, that goes back to these women being deceived by the serpent, okay, being tricked out of their position and really being led to destruction. Verse 11, tremble ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. You see that? And sackcloth was a garment that you wore to signify that you were in a state of lamentation and mourning. All right? You ain't put on no sackcloth when you was happy and you were in mirth. No, sackcloth was a very rough garment. You know what I'm saying? Sackcloth was not comfortable to wear. But you wore that to signify that you were in mourning. Well, guess what? These women, they're about to be in a state of mourning. All right. They shall lament for the teats. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? You're going to lament for that nourishment. You're going to lament for that, for, once again, all the pleasures that you were able to enjoy in this society. The vintage is failing. You're going to lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. Everything is drying up. And you women especially are going to suffer because you're not built like a man. You don't have the mindset to endure what a man can endure. This is why you need a head. All right, this is why you need a hedge of protection in this world. See? But we're going to get into it. Let's check out this TikTok clip. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying.
Now that there's talk of women being included in a military draft, all of a sudden liberals and feminists know what a woman is. Now that there's talk of women being
U.S. military draft bill that passed in the House of Representatives also includes women. So if you are a man or woman, 18 to 26, or know someone who is, you're going to want to see this video. Take a look.
So women have never been required to register for the draft, but that could soon change thanks to lawmakers on Capitol Hill.
The Senate version of the National Defense Authorization Act would require women to register for selective service.
Let me know your thoughts. Should there be an automatic registration for the U.S. military draft for our sons and our daughters? Well, not everybody is on board with this, especially for our young ladies. Take a look.
I'm not voting for any defense bill that forces my daughter to register for the draft. Not now, not ever. Texas Republican Congressman Chip Roy also reacting on X, quote, "You can go straight to hell over my dead body."
But why do we even need a draft? Why is this happening right now? Well, it's because the individual ready reserve, which stood at 700,000 back in 1973, 50 years ago, back when we had the last draft, now currently stands at just 76,000, which literally means that if we went into a war today, we literally have 1/10 of the ready reserves that we had back when we had a draft. But why is this? Why are our young people not signing up to support our nation in the U.S. military? Well, what I'm going to be sharing with you, the video footage might be shocking to you, as they're saying 77% of this generation, Gen Z, 18 to 26, don't qualify. Overweight, not educated enough. U.S. military draft bill that passed.
Yeah, and Gen Z don't want to go to war because they know that these wars are, BS. That these wars are unjust. That, what I'm saying, you're not going to these lands to fight for your sovereignty. You're not going to these lands to fight to protect the so-called homeland. All right. Gen Z understands that these wars are BS. I'm not about to go out there and lose my life for some elite banker somewhere. Hell no. Why? When these elites are already in the bunkers, you see what I'm saying? So yeah, man, really the whole world has woken up due to what's been going on in these especially Western nations, but the whole world is now aware that there is no democracy, there is no Democrat, Republican. Really, this world is ruled over by a few elite families, all right, which is, it's not a democracy, it's an oligarchy. They've really set up an illusion of a democracy, all right, by creating two sides. We're gonna make the Republicans, we're gonna make the Democrats. You got to choose between these two. You see what I'm saying? Even though, check it out, even though there are other parties, Democrats and Republicans, those are only two parties out of many other parties, right? But they get the most push. They get the most backing behind them. You see what I'm saying? And the elites fund both of these parties. The elites fund the Democrats and the Republicans. And this is to what? To keep people divided among political lines, among religious lines, East against West, this state against that state. It's all set up for division and confusion at the end of the day. Because guess what? Whether Democrat or Republican, they both work for the same people. They're both funded by the same people. Both of them are going to push the same agenda, you see. But again, these elites set it up to where it's like, okay, well, you can choose this or choose that. You know what I'm saying? But either way, you still going to lay down to the agenda that we're going to push. So this world is just smoke and mirrors, man. All right, and every day that goes by, Yahweh Bashman Shai is pulling that veil back more and more, and he's exposing, the truth for what it is. And he has the men of the Lord here to relay this message to you. All right, which we've been saying is starting with the elders and apostles, man. Now these things are now coming to light. But yeah, these women, and it's not going to stop at 18 to 26. You know what I'm saying? Because once that demographic dies off in the war, then they're going to raise the age limit. You know what I'm saying? They're going to say 18 to 26, then they're going to say 18 to 35, 45, and this also goes into their depopulation agenda, man, to get humanity to 500 million. So what better way to do that than to jump off wars so that you can just send people out there and they can just be deleted. Look at Ukraine. A whole generation of young men in Ukraine has been destroyed. Now in Ukraine, there's no more young men left. They're all dead because the elites, they funded this war, all right, for this purpose. This is just one purpose, but we all know it goes back into biblical prophecy. But these devils, they're the ones that orchestrated these things, man, for their own purpose, because they're actively trying to bring in this NWO. You see, so you women, all right, this is what you wanted, all right. This is what you wanted, so now you're gonna get it. The Most High gonna give you what you want. Is U.S. drafting women into the military? Conscription proposal ignites backlash. And it tells you in Second Ezra the 15th chapter that what there shall be seditions among men. So there's going to be uprisings against this because when the draft does come, believe it, the draft is coming. All right, ain't no doubt about it. But when it does come and Esau pulls your card and he gonna throw you out there, you're gonna have many dissenters. All right, many people that are gonna try to, run away, flee. They're gonna try to, harm themselves. A lot of these women too, they're gonna be trying to get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So watch out, brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because you might have some exes out there. They're gonna be hitting you up. You know what I'm saying? Just popping up at places, trying to get you back, so you can pop them and put a baby in them, so they ain't gotta go to war. Things about to get critical out here, man. You see what I'm saying? Things about to get very critical out here, and all going back to it, man. you women are out of order. All right, you're extremely out of order. This is why the Most High is bringing this judgment. All right. If the Most High didn't want this to happen, then it wouldn't happen. See, but you women need to be humbled down. All right, you women need to be reminded what your true purpose is. This is Titus 2 and 2. It says that the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith and charity and patience. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers. And oh man, these women today, are they false accusers? That's pretty much all that they do. Falsely accused, man. Backdooring niggas, trying to set niggas up. You see? Not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of Yahweh be not blasphemed. You see that? So it's very simple what women are supposed to be doing. See, but in this world, especially in Babylon the Great, because this is the worst case scenario for these women. They are completely lost. Okay, they have no idea what it is to be a woman. They think they're supposed to be men, but because ultimately, look, this is Babylon the Great. This is the land of confusion, the city of confusion. So everything here is just confused and just out of order. All right, men are effeminate, women are masculine. You see, you got men changing themselves into women. You got women changing themselves into men. You know what I'm saying? You got men that look like women. It's just nothing but madness here, man. This is Babylon the Great. All right, but ball means confusion, man. It's nothing but confusion that exists here. You know what I'm saying? Look, you got grown men, and we talking about the women, but the men are in no position to go to war neither, especially Gen Z. You got grown men on TikTok, man, slapping their hips, just, oh my God, like just involved in all kind of folly. You see, just acting a fool, man, being a damn court jester, just because they getting likes, views, and they getting a bag behind it, right? These are the men that America is gonna send to go to war. Like I said before, the American military is a laughing stock to the whole world, but women, like I said, your position was very simple. All right, if you would have played your position and you would have done what the Most High told you to do, then this wouldn't even be happening, man. All right, they wouldn't be trying to get women into the military, but you wanted equal rights, so here you go. A political firestorm has ignited over a proposal to require women in the U.S. to register for the draft into the military. Senate Democrats added language to the annual defense authorization bill that would require women to sign up for conscription. The House is a 217 199 vote last week passed the annual National Defense Authorization Act that allowed 895 billion. And look at all this money that they're spending that they don't have. America is already in debt, man. But yeah, they continue to spend these exorbitant, like, do you know how much $895 billion is? That's damn near $1 trillion, bro. And they just continue to just print all this money. Look, man, this economy is done. All right, this economy is through, man. You know, this is why people are clearing out their 401ks. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are drawing from their savings because this money is nothing. It's finished. It included a bipartisan measure to make draft registration automatic. See that? So if you're in between the ages of 18 to 26, then you're going to be automatically registered for a military draft. This is where we at. Simultaneously, a Senate committee approved a Pentagon policy bill that would expand that requirement to women. U.S. law currently requires most men aged 18 to 25 to register with the Selective Service, which oversees a database of individuals who could be subject to a draft. All right. So that's, that's pretty much. But, backlash is coming about from this because, of course, people, especially women, disagree that they should have to go to war. But hey, this is a free society, right? Or so-called free, where people have rights and women have rights. Okay, which in past times, women didn't have any rights. All right, the only rights that a woman would have is what her husband would allow. All right. A woman was subject to her own husband, not the government, man. You see? But now that the woman has came up from under the man, now you're subject to the government. All right. Now Esau can tell you what to do. Now Esau can put you into the military against your will because this is what you chose. All right. If you would have had a man and you would have stayed in order and been obedient to Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, all right, and served and loved your husbands, you see, and not sided with the devil, then this wouldn't be happening to you. But hey, you must reap what you sow, right? This is Jeremiah 51 and 28. Because look, this war, this is going to lead to many things. Like, there's about to be a severe depopulation of the earth, and it's the Lord Yahweh Bashmel Shah that's preparing these things to come. You see? So, a lot of women are going to perish. It's going to be more men though, because there's more women on the earth than men anyways. But this is Jeremiah 51 and 28. Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes. The kings of the Medes are the Russians, all right? Because the Russians dwell, the land that they dwell in, that was the ancient Medes land. See, but now Esau done went up in there, took over. So, now they have taken the portion of the Medes. You see? Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion. And the land shall tremble in sorrow, for every purpose of the Lord shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant. The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. Their might has failed. See? So we don't, today, you don't have that strong masculine spirit in these men. That because you think about it, like World War II, the Korean War, like World War One, really up until like Vietnam, you had men that was like itching to go to war. Like when World War II came around, like you had men in the millions, saying, yeah, I want to go fight for America. I want to go fight for my country. That was the spirit, to be a manly man, to be a man of war. Now, like I said, you got these niggas on TikTok, bumping their hips, dancing crazy. You know what I'm saying? Wearing crop tops. Like, the men now are very effeminate. You see what I'm saying? That's why the scriptures say they have become as women. They have burned their dwelling places. Her bars are broken. You see? So really, the Lord has smitten this place with madness. All right? The Lord has mingled a perverse spirit in the midst of Egypt, Babylon, man. This is why you see things are so just ridiculous. All right, really, because the Lord has done this. You see, the Lord has done this to show the whole world just the madness of Babylon, to show the world that this is Babylon the Great. I mean, it ain't no denying it. Like, where else on the earth can you look and see this much degeneracy in one land? That's why this place is called Babylon the Great, because listen, the confusion here is great. The delusion here is great. From the top all the way down to the bottom. All right? From the top all the way down to the bottom, man, everybody is bugged out outside of the hopeful elect. You see? Another thing that's coming too, like I said, severe depopulation, but the women that are going to be left, all right, because they're not going to draft all the women. Mainly they're going to take the men. But when these things come, there's going to be a severe shortage of men. All right? Because right now, you already have men not even wanting to deal with women like that because things are so out of order. But women are going to want to get in line when they start to see that there's no men out here for them. That there are no husbands for them to even deal with. That's when that Isaiah 4:1, 7 women shall take hold of one man. You see what I'm saying? Then women are going to, they're not going to care. They're not going to have a list of requirements to say, oh, well, a man got to be this tall, or he got to make this, or he got to drive this. Ain't none of that going to matter. If you're a man in that day that appears to be in his right mind, and you appear to have some type of strength, which, those are going to be the men of the Lord, then they're going to come running. You see what I'm saying? Because they're going to understand at that point that he's a man. He can protect me. Clearly, he must have protection from a higher power, because he's not bugged out. He seems to be in his right mind, so he can help me. That's going to be the mindset. But this is 2 Ezra's 16. 2 Ezra 16:31. It says, even so in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that searched their houses with the sword, and the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel there through. This is how severely depopulated the earth is going to be through all these wars. And we'll read on, verse 33. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. Why? Verse 34. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. Right? And that's that, I forget exactly. I think that's in 2 Ezra, the 16th chapter, where it says, those that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy, or those that escape the sword, hunger shall destroy them. All right. So either way, if you ain't right, the Lord gonna get you. No one is gonna escape this judgment that's coming, man. All right. No one is gonna escape. Right. Yeah. But in the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. Behold, the word of the Lord, receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. So yeah, there you go. All right. The women are going to mourn because they're not going to have any husbands. All the men are going to die off in these wars. And like I said, the women that are left, they're going to be looking for a man, because guess what? They're going to understand. See, look, all this, Moism and women wanting to be with women. Listen, that ain't going to fly in that day. Because women, they're not going to look for another woman to protect them, because you're going to have these UN troops that's going to be out here having a way once all the men are gone. See, once all the men are drafted off to war, You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have these foreign troops that don't even speak English. They're gonna be in here and they're gonna take advantage of the situation. Understand? Because it's not gonna be no police. Like, you're not gonna be able to dial 911. This land is gonna be completely in fear, especially the women. The women are gonna be completely through, man. You see? So like I said, when they see a man that's in his right mind, that's not afraid, that's walking with confidence, listen, you gonna be like a, a shiny piece of gold, man. You're gonna stand out to these women, and they're not gonna care if you already got a wife. Like, they're not gonna care if you got 20 women. They're gonna want to be with you because they're gonna understand that you have power. All right, they're gonna understand that, I need to be with him because my life depends on it. And in Isaiah 4:1, it's not to say that every man is gonna have 7 women. 7 just means completion. So one brother might get 5. Another brother might get 30. You know what I'm saying? It's a complete number of women for whatever said man. You see what I'm saying? But listen, these are the days that we coming into, and a lot of you women that ain't right, that's gonna come in that day. The men of the Lord are gonna be able to discern your spirit, man. All right, gonna be able to discern if you scoffed against the Most High, if you scoffed against the Word, if you a demon. You know what I'm saying? Listen, those women are gonna be left out there. All right, they're gonna be left to their own devices, and they're gonna be taken advantage of and destroyed. All right, that's when everything is going to come back into reality. But all this pride and all this, talking all this big talk, and I can do what a man can do, and all this and that. Listen, all that's about to cease, man. All right, the Lord is putting things back in order right now as we speak. So yeah, hopefully this lesson was edifying. I ain't mean to make this long. Call halal, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Rakah Gadash. And until next time, shalom to the leg on to the next one.